told yous, I warned yous. I said I apologize in advance if this happens to get stuck in the head of anybody. And I turned it down too. So yeah, I tried to save yous. That in. I'll lose a bit of, yeah, there we go, that's fine. This one's actually a really good song. Fuck it, turn this up while we're waiting. It's a good song. I just gotta make sure that where I'm saving this stuff is not going to potentially throw that back over the top so I don't accidentally fucking edit and wipe out something. Now, I can't bring a couple of these things actually into stream for various reasons. But where's my wallpaper? Maybe that one? Yeah, that's my shit. Okay. Open that up into this. So I know you guys can't see shit for like a hot minute, but it's fine. You ain't missing anything. Well, you are, but it's not important. Okay. I probably can't wipe out like all of it, but they'll fucking do. All right. Nearly there. So, you know, well, you're going to know in a second. There was a drawing I was showing earlier that showed off all of my characters. And sorry, I'm trying to get through the wave of VLC player being in my face. Take me back to my Twitch stuff. In here. Yeah, there. Okay. So some of my oldest paint drawings. There we go. So that was drawn in paint with a mouse, like 03, 04, I think. Very old, but very similar to like how my traditional drawing and shit was at the time. Oh, that reminds me too, Jay Lee, I have a fucking drawing I gotta show you. My WoW comic I used to have. I feel like this would be like a fucking old throwback. There we go. Yeah. So you know how you used to like yell out like looking for a rogue to open a lockbox and stuff, and like you know how rogues can basically like go invisible and gank you if they're on an enemy team and stuff, but like you know if you have somebody that's like on alliance that can understand what's being said, they can communicate privately to them and stuff. Yeah, that's basically what this comic was about. And obviously like my pet could tell, like it could sense the shit that was going on and stuff, and they were about to like sneak up and gank my character and stuff. So yeah, I thought that would be great. Like all the armor and stuff, like that's true to exactly what they had at the time and stuff. It's so great. It's basically my character and my character's brother in the story, and like their characters in the game and stuff, and my pet, you know. I believe it should be all swatched to the accurate colors of in the game. But yeah, that's basically what my night elf looked like as well. And sometimes I get lockboxes now and I just ask rogues and they're always like, oh my god, I haven't felt this useful in years. I haven't seen it for ages, so I didn't know if that was still a thing. But let me turn that down a tiny bit. Great song, but loud. Where's my third drawing? Let's bring in you. This was my paint Sailor Moon. So that was drawn off a mouse as well. That was like, actually, she has a tiara too in the background. It's really hard to see because it's light, but yeah. Good old paint. Fucking. The paint definitely did not hold you back. I fucking told you. Let me just throw down the actual gauntlet of how paint didn't hold me back. Hold up. There you go. Paint didn't hold me back at all. Also drawn off a mouse in paint. And this is what convinced my parents to buy me a tablet and a drawing program when I was a young adult teen thing. So yeah, you know the drawing I was showing you earlier that had like my 4 characters and stuff. This is that drawn in fucking paint. So, like I said, yeah, with color. Like when you go from like that to like, I think I had a drawing program for that. That like if you zoom out, if you get a big enough canvas, you can smooth the shit right out, but it's still like pixelated as fuck. But yeah, that's them in color, by the way. So you can actually see like the yellow shirt that used to exist, and my star used to be blue with like orange and stuff. And my, you know, the channel point star. That's the star that's on my Lady Venus outfit and stuff. I know people who can have OCs like yours. I've been a professional writer like as a day job for a long time, and I feel like my inner editor critic prevents me from having that kind of unbridled fun creativity. I think the thing is like with my character, because she's a self-insert, right? Like I would put her into any world. Like I showed off there was some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff earlier. Like I had Dynasty Warriors, all sorts of stuff, right? Has influenced my art style over the years. So when I got to a point by the time I was 18, I kind of felt like she should really have a story, and she should really have like a world that is hers, a main world to exist in. So I wrote a story for her, but it is extremely grounded in reality, in like, you know, for instance, in the first story, it's not like she could like fuck off and fly and stuff like that, you know. Like obviously when she got like her wings and shit like that and her unlocked magic and stuff, like she could do whatever the fuck she wants. But like, you know, her magic has rules and her world has like rules and laws and stuff surrounding like usage and shit. So like the other thing too, because I was saying this earlier, hold up, let me see if I can grab. I've opened up a lot of things tonight, so I don't know if it's just going to be on my quick access shit. No. Okay, so out of my stories, take me to my stories section, please. Like I was saying how I write up both my dreams and I also do write stories. My character has 3 stories, but I actually have 5 books in total, 5 separate books for that. But as for my dream stories, I have 36 individual stories written. I do have more. I just have them in drafts. I don't have them fully written. Some of them are like only 4 pages. Some of them are shorter, some of them are longer, stuff like that, because they're dreams, right? They end abruptly by me waking up most of the time. I don't force an ending to exist for them. They just exist. Like the story ends when I wake up, kind of thing. But some of those stories are so crazy. But I was saying earlier that like there's a Wolf World one, there's a Murder Mansion, there's Elizabethan zombies. Horror Coaster is probably the most gory one that I have. What else have I got? Spirit Birds was really cool. Spirit Birds was like super fantastical, mythical kind of world. Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. There's an ad coming up. I wanted to warns. I've got all sorts of stuff in here. What is it? I should reread Benevolent Reaper. That one sounds awesome. I don't remember that. But I do remember Death Door. Death Door's got a couple of goes at it. Like I do have some of these published for purchase on the internet, but I do want to take them down and rework them. Because like now that I'm a streamer, there's some stuff I should probably edit a little bit harder because when you're just a writer, right? When you're just publishing stories, it doesn't really matter. There's no, like, people aren't gonna like draw it back to you personally. When you're a streamer, you have a whole ass fucking world community. People get a chance to like get to know you, and throwing in the dreams and stuff. Like, I just feel like, how like the dream dictionaries and dream analysis and stuff like that, like, it adds like an extra layer of like looking into somebody's brain. And I'm like, while I would not change the actual story, I might change like the detail of something specific, like a location, for instance. I feel like that's important kind of business. But everything else would stay the same, like same colors of like cats and workplaces, like layouts and stuff like that. Because like, if you don't know the location, the fucking layout of a workplace doesn't fucking matter, does it? That's how I see it. But yeah, a lot of my dreams. I was saying this the other day when you were talking about dreams and stuff, and I don't just write down my dreams and analyze them and stuff, but I do actually I do take the time to decipher them, because a lot of the time my conscious brain has like a lot to tell me, and it's very accurate a lot of the time with my dreams to what's actually going on. And a lot of the times, like, until I actually really got really good with interpretation of dreams, I really was like oblivious to repeated things that were reoccurring a lot of the time. And the funniest thing is, then, like, my cousin's probably my biggest fan of my dream stories, because they're fucking entertaining, right? That's why I want to like fix them up. When I get to a point where I have some more free time, some more mental capacity, this is what I was talking about earlier, because I have so many things that I'm working on. Like, you guys got to like give me some slack with like when I want to take the easy option for like devices and programs and learning and stuff like that. Like, I just need a little bit of slack so that I can work on some other stuff, because like, as we said earlier, like, I've got I've made merch, I make my own art, I learn all this stuff with streaming. I've got books, I've got fucking, I sing. It's taken me a long time to like get comfortable singing on shit. So anybody that has like known me for a while now, I guess, been around the streams and stuff, will remember that like probably the first year of streaming, I was like really super shy about my voice, because I was basically always told that I had a horrible voice and nobody wanted to hear me. I should shut up and like not talk and stuff. It's basically my upbringing, like how my like family and workplace and all sorts of stuff kind of treated me. So I got like to a point where I just didn't want to speak, and I was like, oh, my voice and stuff. But like at the same time, a lot of people would be like, "Oh, you have such a good singing voice and stuff, and you sing so well and whatever." I'm like, fucking pick a lane. And so I was like really self-conscious, because even when I started streaming, I was still very self-conscious about my voice and shit as well, because like when I started, I actually started under the streamer name of Miss Shy Games, which is actually a pun at the time for MSG, because Uncle Roger and MSG was a huge thing, and I'm like, this will go well. Anyway, I didn't end up keeping that, because after a few months I already felt confident in myself streaming and whatever, and I'm like, I could probably do away with that. And I didn't feel connected to it either, because obviously like Acrylic and Kelly Venus and all that, they've been me for a lot longer than Miss Shy Games. So I kind of was happy enough to ditch that and kind of like use a name that I actually connect with, which yeah, we have now. And I don't know, since like everybody's been really great about like, a lot of you actually really like me specifically for my voice, because obviously like I'm a character, but all you really hear from me is my voice kind of thing. And yeah, I don't know, like I have recorded a clip of singing in the past. It is on Patreon and it is hidden in Discord if you can find it. But like, I did want to work on recording more songs and stuff. The funniest thing is, when we did the subathon last year, it was actually a sub goal. if you guys had have reached it, I would have had to have recorded another song. Um, and there was a couple that I picked, but we never quite got there, which was okay because I ended up with laryngitis, and I had to rest my voice anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to record anything. But now, after the big stream I had over the weekend, I'm like having a little bit of trouble with my voice, if you guys can't tell. And I'm like, if I wanted to sing something, I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Still, we're never having a karaoke stream. I'm not that fucking confident. I've been asked a few times, and that's a no. But like, I would like to eventually maybe record a song. And the funny thing is, so I used to write songs. I used to design outfits. I'd write stories. I'd write my dreams, interpretate my dreams and stuff, and draw and all this stuff. Like, I'm a very what do you call it? Multifaceted, talented fucking individual, you know? And the funny thing is, for a long time, I'm like, oh, I got no skills. I don't know, self-doubt, insert here kind of thing. Leave personal confidence at the door. And no, I'm very grateful I've got a lot of fucking talents. I know it sounds very like self-serving shit, but like if I didn't, like emotes, stuff like that, like I would have to save up and pay somebody. My avatar, I'd have to save up and pay somebody. Like all of this stuff. I know it just sounds like it's saving money, but because I'm able to do it, it also adds that extra layer of me to the stream. So, like, you know, as I was saying before, when I have my emotes, like, it's literally just me that I can express myself. Whoops, I accidentally hit save. It's fine. Like, it's just me being able to express myself and shit a little bit more. Because, like I said, for the most part, apart from my voice and my avatar and stuff, it's all I've really got to kind of like share myself. Because we've discussed this before. Face is not happening. You know, it exists, but it's not there. I kind of don't want to remove all that. There's like an odd shape in here that's throwing me off. I'm pretty sure. Where's my swatches go? I'm pretty sure it's just around the D edge here being flat that's throwing me off mostly. What the fuck? Oh, I accidentally pressed the button. That's fine. You know that moment when you forget that your stylus pen thing happens to also have buttons on it and you're holding onto those buttons because, you know, been using the mouse most of the night? No. I do that a fair bit. I guess it's not going to really matter this bit because it is behind her hand, but I would like it to still be right, you know? Because even though it's going to be behind her hand, as I said earlier, when it comes to my emotes, there's a chance that I'll reuse something, some way, somehow, elsewhere. And if it's good, like most of tonight's problem has been the fact that I accidentally cropped my hype emote a long time ago. And I did not mean to, and therefore I had to rebuild it on the love emote so that I could have a workable terrain. Is that seriously playing the same thing? I mean, it's not a bad song. I should have probably given a flash warning for it. That's gonna get loud. I feel like we had this before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had that before. I like the song, so it's not a problem to me. Oh, we're in the Aqua section. Hold on. Fuck it. I like this song. I don't know about the art of the dress. That one's next. I don't know about that. I love the song. Yeah, this is from the So Fresh, the Hits of Summer '02 album. Hopefully it's been loud enough. Because, like, my sound alerts went off earlier and they were so much louder than my music. It scared the shit out of me. Like, I don't get why it's doing what it's doing. The volume it was doing it. Still fine. Because I adjust the volume in my headset as well. So my headset volume's pretty low at the moment. Usually when I'm drawing, I blast it and I kind of just like adjust for talking. But tonight, because I've been talking more, I've had the volume down in the music, and I've also had volume down with what do you call it? With the stream music. I must admit, I'm feeling so much better than earlier. I had like such an upset stomach. Lol. See Keelan dancing. Eventually I'll get a dancing emote, okay? First we're gonna work on, not tonight, but first we're gonna work on Raid, then the Blankie, and then the big eyes or the pout or crying or one of those. Lurk, rave, and some kind of a dance one. Yeah, I definitely want a rave one. Like those look so good. Because at the moment all we got Techno Horse. Fear the Techno Horse. Oh man. Yeah, that's the best I could do at the moment. Honestly, it's not that bad. I just wish I could get in Discord. I can't. I'm stuck with Twitch with that, but I don't really care. It's fine. I don't know. I think this mode's pretty good. Yeah, did you notice I don't know if you're on your phone or on a PC, but if you scroll down to credits on my About page, you'll notice a little blurb that might be worth reading. You're shaking and crying at the presence of many techno horses. She's not actually crying, just to give you a heads up. By the way, the shaking emote is shook. So yeah. Yeah, she's mostly just trembling in fear as far as I'm concerned, but it's called shook. Yeah, I think it's great. So, oh my god, so cute. That's so good. I appreciate the emote. You know, I know the intention wasn't emote, it's art and stuff, but like I still appreciate it. I think it's awesome. At first, like my first reaction to it was probably like I was overwhelmed, and my first thought was like, I need to upload this ASAP because it's awesome. And I'm like, I should rationally stop and have a think about how I feel about using it as an emote for a couple of days and rationalize if I want to, you know, how I'm going to go about that moving forwards, like, you know, having your emote. Because like all my emotes otherwise I have drawn, and I'm like, I will probably forget at some point and accidentally say that I have drawn all my own emotes and stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to not credit you because, like, it's awesome and, you know, I appreciate it and shit. So, yeah, I realized that really moving forwards, the best thing to do was update my credits, what do you call it, appreciation thing. And, like, yeah, that kind of make it known. So it's because basically all of my art on my channel is drawn by me or made by me or fucking whatever, recorded by me and stuff, or unless otherwise stated. And so, yeah, you're otherwise stated as making the rim raid emote. So, yeah. Now into the future, whether or not, like, if you ever choose to have like no longer around my channel or not chatting or anything, any choices you make in the future, it will still be there as long as I'm using it. So, you know, it will always be credited and always be linked. How I see it. But yeah, pretty much I often hear people say that they're like drawing or working on something when I'm streaming and stuff, but I never get to see it. I never get to see the art. And I know like a waiver has drawn my avatar as well, but again, I can't see it. Waiver's not in Discord, so I can't see it. So yeah, it kind of sucks. But technically, yours is the first art of my character I've seen, which is really cool. What else did I miss there? I think this emote's pretty good. It is. He's shaking and crying. I miss that. Oh, that's right. This is Art of the Dress. I was going to skip. Boohoo's a bit easier to talk through. Art of the Dress is okay, but it has a lot of chitty chat. She can cry in the presence of Technicolor Horse. I like the fact that it is Technicolor Horse. Like, I love that you get what that is, because, like, I was gonna be like, oh, maybe I should just call it RGB Horse. And then I'm like, the first thing I thought of was like, nah, Technicolor. Take it back to the era of like the 80s and the 90s, back in the wonderment of like, advancements in colors. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah. So yeah, Techno Horse. Plus, I mostly listen to techno music, so it's pretty fitting as well. Let me turn that back down. My music on this playlist is up and down a lot. That's problematic. It's funnier for me to call it shaky and crying. That's fair. I just wanted to clarify it because, like, I know, like, once it's an emote and once it's tiny, it's hard to see. Not an artist at all, but I recorded the hair and drew a little star on the shirt. That's fine. The point is, like, you still, like, did a thing. You still made the thing look like me. And, yeah. I consider that to be credited. Also, I don't know if you've accepted it or not, but there should be a pending artist badge request in your inbox on Twitch, because obviously I can attribute artists to, like, mention who they are. So, when like an avatar pops up, you can see who it's from in their channel and shit. So obviously did that as well. It took me a while to figure out how to do that for myself. So I'm glad I figured out how to do it sooner, so like I could mark it up and shit. But they don't show you. They don't show you. That's so weird. Not so much. It's more so I don't have the connection to them for them to be able to show it, because not everybody wants to be in Discord, and that's perfectly okay. But there's realistically no other actual outlet for people to excessively talk to me and stuff, because my Discord is my public space. I don't take conversations to private areas because it's just for my comfort, protection, and safety. And yeah, because of that, anybody that doesn't want to be in Discord or doesn't want to agree to Discord rules and stuff, that's perfectly okay. It's just that obviously I'm not going to see like stuff like that from them and whatever. But yeah, I don't mind if people like draw my character, as long as obviously if you draw my character and put it online anywhere, please do make sure to at least like list that it is me. That's all I ask. Like, I don't care if you want to draw a bazillion drawings of her and stuff, as long as people know who she is and who I am and how she's connected to me and stuff. That's the important shit. Finally got this. This had so many fucking curves on this. Now I can save it. Guess maybe they're embarrassed I don't feel it's good enough to show. It's more so like they forget or don't have the connection. If I need some 3D things made, I'd gladly help you out. Or if you ever decide to learn Blender, I'll gladly share my knowledge. I briefly looked at Blender, and I was like, the thing that I am stuck on with Blender from the get-go, this is, anybody that really knows their Blender shit is probably just going to just hard press lol at this. So there's a cube, and I don't know how to do anything to it. I know how to rotate the screen, and I don't know how to do anything else. That's my level of Blender. But like, I am also looking at it, and I'm like lightly learning it and stuff, because like I did briefly look at like, in the future with my avatar and stuff like that, because for obvious reasons I am a PNG tuber at the moment, because that's my experience, right? I can draw, and making her into a PNG tuber for me was a huge step. She's technically my first animated thing, right? And so to get her to a PNG tuber, to make her have all the alternate forms, hair colors, outfits, and stuff, that was a lot of work. That really fried me for like a full year. I'm going to say that now. That and her second avatar really fried me. But like in the future, I will probably have to make a decision somewhere between either live 2D or a 3D avatar. And that's really going to come down to personal preference of how it's best going to represent my character in like, you know how like when you look at like a live 2D anime girl and you look at a 3D anime girl, some people have the talent to make the 3D anime girl legit look like she's a character in an anime. And some people just make it look like a cursed object. Um, I definitely don't have that kind of skill. And it's going to take a lot of like, it would take a lot of like learning and reading and stuff. And I just don't have that available time to learn things at the moment. So for me, I have the idea to look into this, but I don't have the energy and the time right now. Someday down the track, we'll have some kind of an upgrade. And as always, because it is my character and my art style and stuff like that, I will make her. But it's going to take me probably a while to like get through some tutorials and shit or whatever I choose to use. So like just as a heads up, something will happen eventually, some year in a galaxy far, far away. But like as I've said this whole time, I'm just human. Give me time. We'll get there eventually. I just feel like streaming kind of feels like I have so many things going on and so much pressure that doesn't actually exist, but exists because I've created it for myself. That's the best way I can explain it. And it's like, it's okay. It's fine, you know? But I do appreciate that, Keelan. I know that you're extremely talented with like 3D stuff and also with the, I'm pretty sure with the TITS program as well. So, because you've mentioned like creating stuff for that as well. So I definitely know where to go to ask if I need to, you know? I did. The VHS tapes had the Technicolor proudly written on it. Yes, Fezza. That's 100% the Techno horse is the Technicolor proud VHS horse. I'm so glad everybody gets that like nobody's too fucking young to get the reference. It's like if you're too young to get the reference, you might want to leave. You might be in the wrong like stream, maybe. I don't know. Oh yeah, the fucking reaction to it. It's a tab to switch between edit mode and object mode. Oh man. Yeah. Look, I know that there's a bunch of stuff, but in Blender, I can't even remember because I opened it. I got it and I opened it to look at it back in, hold on. Let me find out when I installed that. When I first expressed interest in this whole topic. Was that what it was? September last year. September 2023 is when I expressed interest in Blender, among other programs. And I watched a brief tutorial, and all as I can think of, and this is going to take me probably a hot minute to find it. I'm betting more so it's going to be in Discord funny shit. And I don't know if I pinned it. Probably not. There's a really good pinned old fucking Ventura thing. Hold on. Where's my page up? There we go. I scroll up pretty fast. I don't know if I can just copy paste it from it. It's going to be so much easier to show you what I mean. There's this really old meme that I saw a really, really long time ago. And it's always just stuck with me. What the fuck is it? I realized that like there was like a month in here where everybody just went ham crazy. I'm trying to find mostly my own posts here. I'm just going to say it's going to be faster than me trying to find it exclusively in my files because I did find it once. I found it once to post it, to share it. The fuck are you? Well, if anybody gets time, definitely scroll up through the LOL funny shit channel because oh my god. Some of the shit in here is really funny. Obviously, I mean, that's the point of it being in the funny lol channel. At least we've got a fucking music to listen to while I'm like trying to find it. I'm hoping that this isn't like scrolling me back down every so often. I feel like it is. Oh man. Oh no, here we are. We're in the thick of the fucking me posting too many lol things at once. Okay, for starters. Oh, no. Go back up. Oh my god. I know it's irrelevant, but I just saw something and I'm like, it would probably apply. Where did you go? I just hit page down very briefly. I didn't even hit it that hard. Oh my god. I don't know where this is. Oh, there. This. Okay, this is irrelevant. Copy that image. This is completely irrelevant to what I'm trying to express, but like I feel like I need to throw this in here just briefly. I don't know why it's like blurred out and stuff, but yeah. They can just sit there for a hot minute while I'm trying to find the thing. Because like this is how I feel about a lot of things. Not that. Oh. Keep going, page up. It actually surprises me that we have this much fucking content in the funny lol channel. Like, a lot of the time, I forget that while Discord is sometimes quiet, it is not completely absent of stuff. It's a found it. Fucking hell. Copy that before it moves. Oh my god. I'm so far up in this fucking thing. Hold on. Take me to the top layer. This is no, put it on your own layer. Get Roger out of there. Alright. This is how I feel about Blender. Well, let me zoom in a little bit for you. So the first thing you need to do when modeling is start with a sphere. Now, it's very important. You'll need a box as well. Then right click and select the make it look good option. And there you have it. That's how I feel about Blender. I watched a tutorial and this is how I felt. And I went in and there was a box and I'm like, fuck, I need to add a sphere. And I couldn't add a sphere. And I'm like, shit. I'm like, I was halfway there. I could have done it to make it look good option. I know, right? This is from like, I don't know when. 2003. Okay. This is from I'm pretty sure Lolcats. No, not Lolcats. It's from it's not that. I know it's like it says there David Stainsworth and stuff, but that's not his channel. It's something else. It's not Red Red's Blue or whatever. VG Cats. There we go. VG Cats. It's from. Fucking did this. And it was a comic I used to read. And I came across this many years ago and fuck me dead. It's stuck with me since 2023. Since I graduated high school, this has been with me. Yeah. That's how much of an impression it made with me. Let me see. When you're super addictive, you could easily do your character in Vroid. Yeah, see, I don't want to do it in Vroid though. Because like Vroid, I know that if you take the time to actually like really get in and edit your character, you can do a lot in Vroid. But I feel like Vroid doesn't have the right kind of character build for my overall character body and stuff. Like obviously it's like, you think, oh, she's just female woman, whatever. But I very heavy on the emphasis of her being modeled after me. So whenever I draw her, like, hold on. Whenever I'm drawing her, I want her to be proportioned to me as best I can whenever I can. Where the fuck is my drawing? Is this a thing? I don't know what this is. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, like for instance this. Like I wouldn't mind this. Like I know she's a bit off model and stuff, but like this is from 2011 and it's not so much that, it's her drawing, right? If I could make a 3D model or if I could make a figurine or something like this, like ever since 2011, I've felt like this would be a good example of that and stuff. So, like, this sort of stuff. I had another fucking image in here earlier that was like that as well. But yeah, shit like that is really important to me, which is why, like, if I'm gonna do anything with her, I'm gonna do all of it manually, even if it means more effort, just so that she can be as to spec as possible, which is hilarious because, you know, you guys were asking me earlier, do I have a reference sheet? And no, I do not. But like in my head and in the mirror, I know what the fuck I'm doing, right? So like with the hand drawing the other day, like I said, with, hold on, let's bring her proper one in. Yeah, that one. Like when I was trying to draw her hand on this the other day, right? And I was really struggling because the reference image I had for this, if I pull it all the way up to the top, the reference for her hand was this from what, 2010, and her face was that. Like, let's get that up to full thing. So this was like the reference that I was working off. Like my art style and my abilities also are limited by like what I can do and shit. But anyway, I was trying to do that with a hand and I was having issues, and so I just went full fucking tilt. Hold on, get that out of there. I just went full tilt with this and just drew a whole fucking hand in there. Like, whatever works. Like, I couldn't draw it, so I cracked out a fucking mirror to draw that, and I cracked out a mirror to draw this hand as well while I was drawing it, because I'm like, the reference that I had for this, that's terrible. Absolutely awful. But yeah, because my art is based on me, like even to ears, not that she has the ears and stuff, but my PNG tuber does. Hold on. Where are you, PNG tuber? There. She has, I want to actually open the file. That one. Fuck knows what I'm going to see with this. Always. Okay. So her, no, Vinny's doing his casual howling. Mind you, I don't have the lines behind here because I erased them, but you can see like the actual shape of my ear is crafted in here, and like earrings and stuff like that. Like I take the time to, like, if I can't fucking figure out how to draw it from a perspective, I just crack out a mirror. That's usually what I do. If I can't figure it out. Yeah, here, cursed image. I still love her eyelashes. I love her fucking like calm face. I really do. I really love it. Considering that's what it was. That was so much work to get her face to this, you know? I don't know. That was the majority of what took me time last time I did art stream. This time it's conversations. What else did I miss? When you're super advanced, you could easily do your character in VRoid. I could probably do it in like 10 minutes. Yeah, but the thing is, I won't accept somebody else doing my character. If somebody went out of their way, and I don't give a shit if they spent like months to years crafting my character in any program or drawing her and stuff for me to use on stream, I would flat out reject them. That's just what would happen, because my avatar is me. Like I said, with the art and stuff, my avatar is me, and her art style and me and everything. I know it's going to sound weird, but I know the ins and outs of my character, the hows and whys she is how she is and stuff. So like there's like minor details and stuff that are stupidly important to me. Like, for instance, the clothing that I wear is actually more so relevant to my modesty level, plus a combination of my OCD. My avatar has my OCD in her world as well. It's legit. So the things that she does, how she carries herself, like I'm not likely to have like my hands out touching stuff. I'm not likely to wear something like, you know how like there's a style of like the hipster cut off jeans and stuff. No way in hell would my character ever wear that, because there, to go to the toilet I would have to undo the, like, either the button and the zip and touch the belt and, you know, redo that and stuff and touch that later in passing. Like, no fucking way. There's a lot of micro factors involved and stuff. I like to get anal with my character. Take that how you want to get it. But yeah, I'm real fucking specific. I've had a few people even offer to like redesign or make her or something like that, and I've just been like, nah, mate, just no. I'm too young. Whenever I make something, make it entirely from scratch so I can proudly call it my own. It's like I'm creating characters, but now I'm able to do body with arms and legs, and head is still a struggle. That's also the other thing too, is like, I don't know, like, I guess from some perspective, doing my own emotes, like I don't really get much pride out of them. Like, I do find cheese slap hilarious and stuff, but that was like a joke that I literally slapped together in like 5 minutes. But like, looking back at my collection, like I love this. I'm super proud of how that turned out, especially when you like look at her original. Like, her eye was off, perspective was off. I had to tilt the cup and everything, and yeah, I had to reconstruct her face as well, like the other one. Stuff like that, like I get a lot of pride out of. Like, nobody else is going to probably genuinely give a shit about it, but I care. All out of cheese. Discovered the maximum cheese limit. Let's see, what was your cheese limit? Hold on. 1, 2, 3 cheeses. You're only allowed 3 cheese, apparently. I have got a, there's a global limit and there's a personal limit. And I had to limit it a lot smaller because we had somebody that used to just slap it nonstop all stream and prevent other people from using it. So I just limited it per person so that that person couldn't just hog it all. Wait. Well, thank you for the cheese, Jay. As far as I'm concerned at this point, what kind of a burger can I get? Because I think it's double quarter pounder has a couple of slices in it. I could get a couple of burgers at this point with that many cheese. Or I can just have cheese. Like, I would like to have fancy cheese. You know what? If nothing else this Christmas, you know what? The fuck? When I get my first YouTube payout, right? I'm going to buy myself some nice cheese. I'm going to buy myself snack cheese. Yeah. Fridge cheese that you just snack on. Like, like a whole ass wedge and just pick it up and start eating it like that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Gotta be fucking close though. Oh my god. What else did I miss in here? One day. It's miss the good old days of watching long played tapes, VHS of Christmas kids TV, Christmas movies, except parents had tape for me. Watch the shit out of those. My grandma used to have like a whole bunch of like different children's TV shows and stuff she used to keep, and we'd watch it on Christmas every year to the point where the tapes were basically ruined by the time we were teenagers. Like, between my cousins and I, like, we watched Sooty Sweep and Sue, and we watched what else was there? I had it and then I immediately lost it. I think the main thing was we watched a lot of Sooty Sweep and Sue, but there was other ones as well. I just completely, it just went. But yeah, anybody else that remembers that is so great. We'd watch it every year, all the episodes. Like, even as teenagers and young adults, we still watched them. It's great. We never really watched any actual Christmas specials or anything, though. Oh, need this. Was it? This needs a Bandicamp logo on top for corner for YouTube authentic. Yeah, we do. Make it look good option. VG Cats, oh my god. This is just an early 2000 nostalgia stream. Yeah, pretty much. So this, and for anybody that hasn't been here before, so art stream is always generally different to a regular stream. Usually speaking, I don't really talk much, if at all, during an art stream. I do have conversations with people are talking, and it's a great place to come and have like a out of pocket kind of conversation that just doesn't fit in a regular stream, or is way out of context of a game, or is too difficult to carry out while playing a game or something, right? Obviously there's music to listen to like enjoy and stuff. Tonight's obviously like a huge throwback to a lot of older songs and shit. But like generally speaking, for nostalgia bombs, when I play Diablo 2 is a great time to like come by. That and Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne is also a really, really good one, because like I get into like old nostalgia stuff. Like we talk about like old mobile phones, and we talk about TV and old internet and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, like I don't know. I guess to some people it may seem like maybe I might be stuck in like the 2000s, but it's like that was a pretty fucking good time to exist. My avatar's art style is definitely from the early 2000s, because that's when she kind of came into existence. And honestly, she was pretty well fucking solid. Hold on, let me have a look at my files. She was pretty well set. Like she's been set in stone basically for like decades. But let me have a look at like 2004 and stuff. Yeah, before 2004. So yeah, really, really early, sort of thousands. Yeah, way, way back. I would say probably 2001, 2000, 2001 to 2003 would be probably when my art style locked in and kind of set. Realistically, I just found a really nice Neo Queen Serenity from Sailor Moon picture 10, but I'm like, I can't bring that one in. I did say earlier there's a whole bunch of drawings I can't bring in because they straight up just like destroy the the Twitch terms and things. But I'd love to be able to show off like so many of like my outfit designs and stuff. It would take me forever and a day to find all of my styles and stuff. It just would. What else did I miss? Discover maximum cheese. Let me just take off my jumper. Yeah, I put no effort into an attempt in V-Ride just to show you, but already know. Yeah, it's all good. Let me just take that off. Ugh. I have a heat pack on my shoulder that's almost expired, but my jumper was getting a bit warm there. Cheese. It's a nice one. Grilled cheese. Man, I could go for grilled cheese. I could go for just buttered toast, honestly. It's like eating cheese. Cheese is so good. It's a quality lurky emote drop. What? Oh, yeah. It's stuck in the 2000s. Could be a fucking worse. Yeah. Yeah, it could be. I would not want to. You know how like you get animes where like you time travel and stuff back to like a younger self and stuff? I've entertained the thought process many times, and I would not want to be back then and there. Like, I appreciate so much the time and place that, like, I and not so much the world. The world kind of like, I don't know, it kind of expired after like 2013 at some point, but like, before then was pretty good. It was all right. Kind of need to do something. I could bring in the heart again with a mouth and stuff, but like I was gonna do something else. I could make it a smile instead. The younger brother, was it like my younger body, but being in the life situation I used to be in? No. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I would love to have my absolute peak fitness of my weightlifting era body, but at the same time, like the world that I existed in then was horrendous. There's no way I'd want that. Like the trade-off of having the body for that Like, shit hasn't changed that much. I just don't have the muscles. And back then, I didn't have Crohn's active, and I didn't have my injuries and stuff. So that's really all that's different between then and now. And energy. I had energy. That was a thing. You remember that time when you were young enough to have energy? Oh my god, those are the days. um, Also, for anybody that's wondering, I'm like 36. So when I'm reminiscing, like, fucking hell, I'm reminiscing back to like 23 at best, at the most, kind of thing. Um, so, what's it? It's weird. Automo did not let my message through. It says it's been reviewed by mods, but no matter how much I read it, that's the reason for that or whatever. That's all right. It didn't come through at all for me. It's probably got one of those, like, you know how you had the MAH the other day? It's probably got like a completely benign word like that in it that's been banned for a completely separate conversation. Um yeah, it's probably got something like that in it because I didn't get to see it. Because otherwise, like, anything that I can see, especially during art stream, I do not expect Atlantis to be here pretty much at all throughout the stream because it can be so long, right? So I normally know that I'm mostly on my own during art stream. And so a lot of the time I'm on the lookout. I am on the lookout all the time anyway. It's always a race to who can fucking activate the thing anyway. But normally I keep an eye out and I try to, like, if I see something, I do it, you know. I feel like that's got to be darker. That's okay. It's easy enough to do now to fix that up. I want, if you can select the whole thing and then select the invert. I could have done that easier, but that'll be fine. What's it? I wanted to say sorry, me Loki, can't chat actively. Oh, it's all good. I'll be here, Keelan. Did it say a certain month though? No. I know Keelan's better than to, like, say April at this point. I don't even think that they've ever triggered that one. But yeah, that gets triggered every so often, usually by new members of the community, more so than like longer standing ones. Most people that have been around for a while kind of know that that's an issue. Like, not to do the thing. I might take the darker mouth color because I think that's going to be darker, brighter. See how that looks. Whoop. That's selecting the whole fucking thing. All right. I saw that one. Hold on, let me fix that. Let's see. The 4th month's full day is going to be funny. Actually, you know, the funniest thing is, well, my birthday's in April too. So, like, it gets funny with that because, like, I can't say I can't type it in. Like, nobody can type it in. But, like, it's really just to stop people from straight up coming in and trying to, like shorten the acrylic to April and stuff. That's all it is stopping people from, like, not using the right name. That's all it is. Apart from that, like, most people are pretty good about it. I feel like that could be darker. I feel like the front one could be darker as well. Like, the red's not bad. Like, if I take the mouth color though, it's going to be too similar to the actual mouth that's, like, butting onto it. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a look. We're going to start calling you